Hello, party people! No, the cast of iCarly did not tell me to say that. Marina Cosgrove is not holding a gun to my head off camera. What gave you that idea? So, hello everybody, it's your very favorite lovable Virgo here, Liam, coming at you from Vermont. It is so god dang gosh darn hot here right now. You can see my face is sweating. And also because I may or may not be having a reaction to antibiotics. That's a total lie. Don't joke about drugs, people. It's not funny. I just came back from Los Angeles during the end of Pride Month. Happy Pride Month to my fellow alphabet people. I love you. You make up a beautiful part of this societal rainbow. And anybody who knows you is lucky to have you in their lives. So right now, I just want to talk about pride in general and being prideful without being arrogant. And a lot of people don't know the difference. A lot of people walk into a room and to think that they're the most confident person means that they're the most important person there. And I think that there is a difference between walking into a room and disregarding negative opinions versus walking into a room and saying, I'm here for me, I am the most important in this room. And this is something I've struggled with a lot because when there is a line of being love myself because I am the best who will be there for me versus other people need to think I'm important. Because it doesn't help anybody to ask of them to substantiate your existence. So this is a big thing with pride, I think, is that pride parades and yahoos and parties and kikis and what you will are great. They are a chance and opportunity for you to show off your bod, show off your makeup skills or your drag skills, or just to be a problematic gay in public if you want to prioritize things like, you know, having a hot bod, having good makeup skills, and living larger than life. That's not the biggest part of being gay. The biggest part of being gay is our respect for one another within the community. And there's a lot of videos out there about toxic masculinity or internalized homophobia. And it's easy to point fingers and to call people out for being annoying because there are annoying gay people out there, just like there are annoying every kind of person out there. It's not your responsibility to tell anybody else how to light their light and their candle, though it may burn in a way that is not appealing to you, it may just be the only way that they know how to live. And so the end of this Pride Month, I've just been thinking a lot about my connection to other people within the community because who else here didn't have any gay friends growing up? I had one gay friend in high school. He was great. He had the same name as me. And so we don't have this community that we're kind of blossoming into in our adolescence. Maybe you did grow up in a family that had full acceptance and you had an integrated part of the world to be in. That's going to be a great societal movie one day, Rainbow Children. A society where you're able to be easily integrated into gay culture, because let's be real, if there was a prep school for the gays, utopia, either utopia or like war zone. Pick which one you want, you know. Some one man's fight is another man's celebration. So anyway, I got back from California. California is a unkind place to be if you can't block out the spiritual demons that attack you at LAX when you get off the plane. I swear to God, it took me like it took me so much effort to find luggage, the baggage claim in that airport because it is complete chaos. I got off the plane, people were screaming in the streets outside of LAX in Spanish because LA doesn't pay their workers well. Baggage claim was a fucking nut house. But you know what's good about LAX? You always see the hottest person you will ever see in your entire life at that airport. Without fail, you will see and possibly flirt. This experience was surreal to me because this hot man comes in front of me. I'm at baggage claim, and he had to like work to get around in front of me, and then he kept looking back at me, and I was like, "Yo, man, what are we gonna like? Do you want to get out of here? Like, do you want to get your bag and get out of here with me?" But alas, I think that's just what LA is like. Is that everything is very showy and spiritual, but it's the kind of faux spiritual that is hollow and commercialized. But also, the real part of LA, the real dope part of LA, is that you have the opportunity to be prideful about everything that you do. And people may not care, but that's kind of the good part about being there, is that they won't care if you don't bother them. And people basically don't want to be bothered, unless, of course, you're fucking getting them into a club, unless you have that access, honey, unless you have the very important person pass. They don't want anything to do with you, and that's fine, both ways, that's fine. Just a little bit more about the trip, because there's some funny shit that happened. There is a point where my friend Madison and I ran to the beach because we were so excited and forgot to pay the meter. More on that later. We sit down on the beach. There's surfers, there's children surfers, there are butter surfers, which what we call the ugly surfers. No shame to them, but if you're a surfer, you should be hot. There were 3 boys behind us digging a hole, and my friend and I theorized that they were digging to China, which we were like, they're communists probably because they're digging to China, of course. And we asked them, we said, "Are you digging to China?" And they said, "No, we're just digging because." And honestly, what a fucking philosophy to live by. Just digging because. Just do it because. Well, they were all jacked, but so I'm pretty sure they were like, digging holes for a bod, which is great. They were like 17-year-old hotties. Oops, can I say that? They were really hot for 17-year-olds. And they also took a picture of my friend and I in the hole. Maybe I'll put that here if I edit this. I probably won't. But just think, this ginormous hole that our heads could barely go over, we had to climb into it. And then we go back in the meter. We didn't get a ticket, which was God smiling upon us, of course, because this last year has been a huge dump. So yeah, that happened, and then we go out to the club 3 nights in a row. Nothing significant happened that I can remember of because I was blacked out all 3 times. And the 3rd night, I met a very cute Scorpio who, warning to people who don't follow astrology, but Scorpios can be a lot intense, emotional people, and no fault to you if you're a Scorpio and you have balance, but an unbalanced Scorpio is fucking scary because they expect everything and are disappointed all the time. So I mean, a nice Scorpio who is, making out with me, and that feeling of comfort for Pride Month is back, because I'm like, whoa, this is what's beautiful about being in a community, is that we have because when you get to talking with somebody, you're like, oh wait, we just share so much because we have this similar, like, fucked up, perspective of being a marginalized member of society, but also having a lot of privilege in the fact that we are way more accepted in society than any other demographic minority. Like, that's just facts. It's easy to be gay white male in society. Just, it is never a sense of total belonging because we're always trained from an early age to kind of dim who we are. But alas, the colors shine whether you fucking want them to or not. So, yeah, that's just a little taste of how I'm feeling right now. July is going to be a good month. It's Leo season. Get your lion. And stay grateful. Hug your crystals. Do something that's different than what your normal routine is. And smile at someone you don't know. Thank you. Live, laugh, love. Bye, guys.